Hey guys, time to harvest the rest of the spinach. We had some unseasonably warm weather last week, a few days above 30 degrees, so all the plants have bolted. So what I normally do is just pull them out and make space in the garden for something else. So let's get the covers off and take a look. Now this cover doesn't have to be on very securely. It's mainly to protect against the deer, so it's not necessary that you seal up every opening. The deer really aren't all that ambitious. If they see it covered, they'll just move on. But if you do leave it uncovered for any length of time, this is normally what you end up with. They really like the spinach, so you do have to make sure that you keep it covered. Now we've been harvesting this spinach for the last few weeks. Basically all we do is we come through and pull out about a third of the leaves. When you first do it, it does seem a bit dramatic and drastic for the plants, but they just respond by putting out lots more leaves. So it works out, and as long as the weather stays nice and cool, you can keep coming back and pulling off more spinach leaves. You'll find that the first few leaves are really thick. They taste really good. As the plants mature, the leaves get a little bit thinner. They don't taste quite as good, but still a very, very productive plant. Now what will happen as the weather heats up is the plants will bolt. Basically I was always really confused as a beginner gardener when I heard people talking about plants bolting. But let me see if I can find one. What ends up happening is the plant puts out a flower stem. So what we normally do is then go through, take off all the remaining leaves, toss the rest out, and get the bed ready for the next crop. So the way we normally start spinach in the springtime is as soon as the ground can be worked, so that's obviously thawed out, dried up a little bit, I mix in a little bit of compost, maybe give it a light dusting of organic fertilizer, not very much at all, and then just broadcast the seeds, plant them about ½ inch down. It's really important you get this plant started as soon as possible. That way you get maximum harvest before the really intense summer heat shows up. After that, they just bolt. Okay, so not a bad harvest from the spinach bed. We've had more in previous years, but that'll do. So what we normally do is when we get a bunch of spinach like this is we fry it and freeze it. I took some kale leaves as well, put those in the mix. They always go well together. Kale is very similar to spinach. The more you take, the more the plant produces. So always keep taking leaves off your kale plants as well. Okay, let's head inside.
Alright, that's about it for processing the spinach. If you want to see more of our harvesting videos, subscribe to our channels, and we'll see you later.